In this video, I will share psychological techniques that will help you influence the mind of any woman so that she quickly begins to love you. These are methods used by experts, and in your hands, they will become the key to the heart of any woman. Let's get started. Psychological technique 1. Ask the right questions. Never ask a woman if you can have her number or if she wants to go out with you. By asking this directly, you give her all the power to refuse you at that moment. Therefore, to avoid rejection, don't make such mistakes. Instead, influence her subconscious to get what you desire. Instead of asking, "Do you want to go out with me?" say, "I found a wonderful place for dinner. Let's go this Friday at 7. Instead of asking, "Can I sit here?" I just sit down, smile, and say, "This is the best spot for a nice conversation." Instead of asking, "Can I have your number?" and say, "I really enjoy talking with you, but I have to go." And hand her your phone with an attractive smile, saying, "Please write down your number." Not only will she write it down, but she will also feel your confidence. This way of turning questions into actions makes you appear more confident in the eyes of women. When they see that you are in control of the situation, they feel safe in the hands of a confident man, which creates instant attraction. Psychological technique 2. Use eye contact to capture her attention. If you want to use your gaze to influence the girl you like, do this. During the conversation, look at the point between her eyebrows. This little psychological trick activates what is called the Spinoza effect, which makes people feel evaluated and strive to impress you. The advantage of this trick is that you can look at her face without staring directly into her eyes. Since she thinks you are looking straight at her, she will try to impress you by making eye contact. What she doesn't know is that by trying to look you in the eye, she is unconsciously signaling her mind that she finds you attractive. The subconscious always seeks consistency between what we do and what we believe. Therefore, if a girl initially does not find you attractive, but tries to look at you as if she likes you, she ultimately convinces herself that she indeed finds you attractive. This is why this psychological phenomenon is so powerful when it comes to making a woman fall in love with you by manipulating her mind. Psychological technique 3. Manipulate her first and last impressions. The human brain primarily remembers the beginning and the end of an interaction. This means that when you talk to a girl, she will mostly remember how you approached her and what you said at the end, right before you say goodbye. If you want her to think about you after you leave, you need to start strong and say goodbye at the best moment of the conversation. First, create a good impression. When you approach her, make sure you look good. This will boost your confidence and help her perceive you positively. Secondly, leave on a high note. Make sure that when you are about to leave, it happens at a moment when she feels joy because you're having a great time together. For example, saying goodbye when you sense she is bored is not the same as leaving when she is happy. To manipulate her subconscious using this strategy, when approaching her, focus on your appearance. And when you greet her, if it's a kiss, make it softer and slower than usual. If it's a handshake, release her hand more slowly. This little gesture will leave her thinking about you. Psychological technique 4. Nod your head during the conversation. The human brain unconsciously mimics the gestures of the person it is talking to, a phenomenon known as the chameleon effect. You can use this to your advantage during a conversation with her. When she says something, look at the middle of her eyebrows and nod in agreement. When she notices you nodding while she speaks, according to the chameleon effect, she will also start nodding when you express your desires. For example, if you want to see her again, while nodding, say something like, "This cafe is the best place for a Saturday afternoon, isn't it? I'll pick you up at 4. I'm treating." By nodding during this, you unintentionally encourage her to accept your idea without her realizing it. Psychological technique 5. Use your clothing to reflect confidence. Your clothing says a lot about you. The right choice of attire can significantly influence how women perceive you. Try to dress in a way that enhances their opinion of you and positively affects your own confidence. When you are trying to attract a woman's attention, pay attention to what she likes in men. Women notice details and manners. For example, they pay attention to whether a man is dressed appropriately for the occasion. If you are going to a formal event, there is no point in wearing casual clothes. Similarly, dressing formally for an informal gathering can look ridiculous. Always wear clothes in contrasting colors, such as a dark blue sweater with black or matching shoes. This shows that you pay attention to details and helps project confidence and attractiveness. If you need advice on how to dress to look status-worthy, stay tuned in the comments. Psychological technique 6, play games. Women love playful challenges. If you want to capture her attention and make her love you more, make comments that awaken her competitive spirit, lightly and with humor. If she always dresses formally, say something like, "I noticed you always dress very formally. I don't think you would dare to wear something more revealing." If she is sporty, humorously comment on how impressive. Running is but challenge her to hike up a mountain or go for a trek. Make sure these comments sound with a playful smile so she knows you are joking. By doing this, you show boldness while simultaneously increasing your attractiveness, as most men avoid offending women. Psychological technique 7, ask questions that lead to no, which actually means yes. A tricky way to manipulate a woman so that she says yes is to make it seem like she is saying no, instead of looking for a direct yes answer, which might put her on guard. Frame your question so that no is the response you are actually seeking. For example, instead of asking, "Do you want to go out with me?" ask, "Would you be against me inviting you for coffee this week?" Instead of, "Can we have dinner together?" ask, "Would it be a problem if I invited you for dinner this Friday?" Unconsciously, she will fall into her game, answering no to these well-framed questions, feeling in control even though that's not the case at all. Psychological technique 8, activate her 3 zones of attraction. The human brain instinctively evaluates 3 things in new people, whether they are dangerous, desirable, or capable of meeting needs. First, physical desire. Use pleasant scents like vanilla or pumpkin. Studies show they are perceived as attractive. Second, controlled danger. Show enough confidence when approaching her, whispering secrets in her ear to create a sense of excitement. Third, the ability to meet needs. Take her to interesting places or share experiences that demonstrate your ability to take care of yourself and others. By activating these 3 zones in her brain without her awareness, you become the person who deserves all her attention and company. Thank you for watching the video until the end. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. If so, support us by subscribing to our channel, liking and leaving your impressions in the comments. See you in the next video.